Srinivas for inviting me to this event. And mental health is something which I am really passionate about. And must also acknowledge Commander Prakash Prasad for all that he has spoken about mental health and his experience with life, which I think has got a lot of valuable lessons for all of us. I'm very happy that we have a workshop to increase awareness among mental health, because to break the barriers regarding mental health, increasing awareness is the only effective way that is available. And today, with the awareness about mental ill health has become so much that youngsters come forward voluntarily and seek help, which is a very, very positive sign. Now, but also we should stop to think, why is there so much mental ill health among young people today? And there are many reasons for it. One of them is to do with increased lifestyle stressors. People are playing less. Commandant also alluded to this. You don't have to go out to the playground anymore. All the playing is done on the computer screen. So screen time has increased, play time has decreased. Playtime, when you went out to the playground, you lost matches or you lost games, you won some. But it taught you a valuable lesson, how to deal with victories and how to deal with losses. That is not available. It also taught you great thing about camaraderie and teamwork, which because you sit and work on your computer, you are not experiencing those things or learning from them. Next, the friends you made on the playgrounds also helped give you emotional support. And those were things where you could share your problems with them, discuss it with them, and it helped you. So those have gone in today's world because of how our society has changed. Next is because of the mobile phones. All of you are exposed to great amount of social peer pressure, virtual social peer pressure. Okay, the social media governs your life nowadays. Every day you are only looking at your Instagram posts or looking at the number of likes, dislikes, how many people are following you, how many people are not following you. And this is what is governing your life. It is sad to know, but this is what is governing your life. And then you also, because you are so obsessed with social media, you sleep less in the night. Before you fall asleep, most of you are busy on your phones. And the screen time that you spend and the blue light you are exposed to decreases the quality of your sleep. And lack of sleep adds to your stressful life. Okay? And then the isolation because of your obsession with social media also is another important stressor. Now there has also been a lot of changes in society and the way we live nowadays. If you go back 2 generations, in most houses you had joint families. There were many children. So what happened? There was no pressure. There were enough family members to help you and guide you. Okay, today we are all nuclear families, and in most families you have one child, and the lucky families have 2 children. And when there is only one child in a family, all parental aspirations, the pressure of parental aspiration comes on that one child. Father wants the child to become a doctor, mother wants the child to become a engineer or an advocate, and all their pressure is on that one child who doesn't want to become a doctor or an advocate but wants to become a photographer. Okay, how does a child tell the parents that what you want is not what I want? I had a colleague who was a gynecologist. She had left Tamil Nadu government service and she was working in the Air Force Hospital. And her husband was a leading radiologist. And he had the biggest radiology private practice in Coimbatore city. He had his own MRI center, 3 CT scan centers, numerous ultrasound centers. He was running a very big business. They had one son. So the son was in 11th standard, and the mother came to me one day and said, "Sir, we are very worried about our son. He is not telling us what he wants to do in his life. Okay? And we want him to become a doctor. He is not even studying for MBBS entrance exam. Will you talk to him?" So I said, "Okay, ask him to come, I will talk to him." So that boy came. So I said, "Tell me, what do you want to do in life?" He said, "Sir, I want to travel the world. I don't want to work too hard and I want a high paying job." So I said, "In short, you want to become a computer engineer. He said, yes, I want to become a computer engineer. So I said, if that is so, have you planned what you are going to do in your life? He said, I want to do computer science from this particular institute. And he named the most premier private institute in Coimbatore. So I asked him, okay, you have all this you have figured out. What is your game plan to reach that institute? So he told me, sir, I am good in studies. I get more than 90% marks in all my exams. I am the state badminton champion. Okay, even if I do not get it on my merit, I will get it on sports quota. Okay. So this boy had figured out everything for himself. So I told him, why have you not told your parents? He said, I can't talk to my parents because they are obsessed with my becoming a doctor. So I called the mother 2 days later and told her, I have spoken to your son. He has figured out everything in his life. Okay, you all are unnecessarily worried about it. All should just relax now. So she said, what does he want to do? I said, he wants to do computer engineering. Now, parents were so shattered by the son's choice that father went into depression, but the people in the family who were most angry were the grandparents. The grandparents said, our son has worked so hard to set up this business and this boy doesn't want to look after the business, he wants to do something else. Okay, so this is how the parental pressure and family pressure can affect youngsters nowadays. The end of the story is that boy did just what he wanted. He got good marks, he got 93% in his 12th standard exam. He got through sports quota, he got admission in computer science in that institute which he wanted, and he lived out his dream. Okay, so today because you all are focused, and there are so many avenues available to you, you can do what you want. Gone are the days when professional careers were limited to being a lawyer, an engineer, a doctor. Today there are so many other avenues available, and that's a great thing available for you. Also, when you had big families, you had in the extended family, you had cousins, you had uncles, you had aunts, and you could take any one of them to be your mentor or your guide, and they would sort out all your problems for you. Today you are only dependent on your parents, and all your anger with your parents means you don't talk to them at all. So there is no communication, effective communication between parents and children nowadays, and because of which you have no one to guide you, and you are only dependent on friends or information from the net. So that is an important thing that you should have, which is a problem nowadays. And the last thing I feel is that there is a singular lack of faith, and for that lack of faith, we also have to blame. In my generation, our parents and grandparents believed in God. Okay, they would go to temple religiously, and all the vicissitudes of life, the ups and downs of life, they could always say that God is there, God will look after us. So that faith in God helped them deal with their problems. In our life, we were brought up as modern generation, and we were not taught religion by our own parents, and we have taught less religion to our children. Okay, so what has happened is that children have nobody to or nothing to fall back to, which will help them go through the troubles of life. Okay, they have no faith in God, they have no faith in their own parents. Okay, so the lack of faith is a big problem, which is one of the reasons for so much of mental stress and mental health which is there. Okay, if you do not believe in God, it's alright, but believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself, and that will help you go through life. Okay, so these are the reasons I feel that there is so much of mental stress nowadays, and I am very glad that Dr. Bhatt has taken this initiative of addressing school children and college children and increasing awareness about mental health amongst them, because this is the way forward, that we get you to help your friends to deal with mental health problems. Thank you very much, and wish you all the best.